Drake's $5 million watch nightmare. With a net worth of $250 million, Drake is no stranger when it comes to luxury. From his jaw-droppingly beautiful Toronto mansion to his extensive collection of high-end cars, the man knows how to spend his money. Where his taste really shines, however, is his world-renowned watch collection. Drake always makes sure his wrist is dripping with diamonds and jewels, and he never wears anything less than the best. Let's take a look at this unrivaled collection. Custom PATEK Philippe Nautilus. Any fans of Drake's music might recognize this watch from the song The Life is Good. This custom PATEK watch is absolutely drowning in emeralds, giving it that incredibly unique green look. A few days after the watch was mentioned in The Good Life in 2020, Drake showed it off in a post on his Instagram, talking about his new super underground designer. Drake actually gave the watch the name Virgil, choosing to name it after Virgil Abloh, the late artistic director at Louis Vuitton. Despite how gorgeous and eye-catching this watch is, you might be shocked to learn that the original creator, PATEK Philippe Nautilus, likely wouldn't approve of the custom job, as most top-notch watchmakers don't like custom watches. With the cheapest PATEK Philippe Nautilus watches going for $97,000 and the most expensive pushing $900,000, there's no telling how much Drake spent for this custom job. Jacob & Co. Astronomia Casino. Don't worry, your eyes aren't tricking you. This is in fact a watch with a functioning roulette table. This show-stopping piece comes from Jacob & Co., a manufacturer known for making elaborate and extravagant watches. The design features a time display with a double-axis tourbillon and a globe covered in magnesium that all spins around the watch every 10 minutes. Beneath that, you have the working roulette table with a ceramic ball. The centerpiece of this gorgeous watch is of course that beautiful 1-carat 288 facet diamond, which fully spins every 30 seconds. As you might have guessed, a watch of this caliber cost Drake quite the pretty penny, and it's estimated that he spent close to $730,000 to add this to his collection. Richard Mille RM69 Erotic. As the name implies, this watch is one of the more spicy parts of Drake's collection. This watch actually comes with a bit of history. Back in the 17th century, wealthy men would request to have erotic images engraved on the back of the timepieces. As watches moved into a more modern design, Richard Mille has still kept up that erotic tradition by creating a watch that helps you pick your next move while getting down and dirty. Gimmick aside, this is also an impressive watch when you get down to its make. The RM69 Erotic is made out of 90% titanium, 6% aluminum, and 4% vanadium, which is an element I'm sure most of us didn't even know existed. Despite its compact size, the watch features a whopping 505 components and 41 jewels. The quality of the materials used to make the watch definitely contributes to its hefty price tag, with Drake likely spending close to $816,000 to acquire it. This is a watch that really takes a lot of confidence to wear out in public, but that's no problem for the certified lover boy who was spotted wearing it at an NBA Finals game with a less than appropriate phrase on it. 1017 Elite 9SM Mad Paris Audemars Piguet. Anyone who keeps up with celebrities and their luxurious lives might recognize this famous watch. Audemars Piguet's Royal Oak is frequently spotted on the wrist of A-list celebrities, including Kanye West, Jay-Z, and Neil Patrick Harris, but Drake wanted to set himself apart from the rest. The version in his collection is an elite customized model created in collaboration with renowned jewelry designer Mad Paris. The watch features the iconic case shape of the original white gold screws, but the face is replaced with one that's completely smooth. The bracelet clasp is also custom, having been changed to the elite Cobra buckle fastening system. To make this watch even more exclusive, there were only 40 ever made available, making it one of Drake's more hard to acquire. Shockingly, despite how exclusive it is, this is one of the cheaper options in Drake's collection, coming in at only $81,000. PATEK Philippe Nautilus Perpetual Calendar. One of the sporty options in Drake's collection, this sleek watch not only tells the time, but it's also a calendar you'll never have to replace. On that beautiful blue sunburst dial, you'll find gold markers that indicate the current day, date, month, time, and even the phase of the moon and the leap year. The case itself is made out of white gold and has a sapphire crystal backing, making it the epitome of luxury. The watch is also incredibly thin, making it the perfect option for someone like Drake who stays booked and busy. It's estimated that Drake spent $485,350 on this beauty, which is only a drop in the bucket for a man of his caliber. Rolex 18-karat white gold Rolex Day Date 40. The first Rolex we featured so far, this watch screams wealth. This Day-Date 40 watch is a bit more glitzy than the Rolex's normal Day-Date 40. This one features 8 baguette-cut diamonds, as well as 2 sapphire baguette-cut diamonds as its hour markers. If that isn't enough diamonds for you, don't worry, as there are an additional 48 round-cut diamonds all around the rim of the watch, not to mention those smaller crystals covering the watch's face. You might think that a watch with this many diamonds might be saved for extra special occasions, but Drake was actually first spotted wearing this stunning timepiece while at a chill Canadian Elite League match with his good friend and fellow rapping legend, J. Cole. Rolex Chrome Hearts Day-Date. Another one of Drake's Rolex, this one will make your heart flutter. This custom watch was shown up by Drake in a video on his Instagram, where he was seen wearing the watch while driving around in his Mercedes Maybach S-Class Landaulet, just to drive home the kind of wealth we're dealing with here. This watch is custom made and on brand for the certified lover boy. It features a gold face and hands with a silver case. Similar to the previous Rolex, this one features plenty of baguette cut diamonds. What makes this Rolex custom, however, is that the normal Rolex presidential chain has been swapped out for a chrome hearts design that matches the gold face while adding in the brand's iconic Gothic logos. Drake has been a long-time fan of the Chrome Hearts brand, and with his recently revealed collaboration with them, it's no shock that he has a custom watch from them. PATEK Philippe Aquanaut Chronograph. Released in early 2018, this bright orange watch is definitely one of the more eye-catching watches in Drake's collection. This watch has a very unique face, with a black embossed style and gold numbering. The hands are that incredibly eye-catching shade of orange, which matches perfectly with the strap. This watch is normally seen with a more laid-back black composite strap. Despite generally being a pretty laid-back guy, Drake decided to spring for the bold and confident orange strap, which adds a nice bit of color to this watch collection. When Drake got the watch back in 2018, it was worth around $100,000. This collection is a major investment for Drake, and this one watch alone has already more than doubled in value, now being worth up to $209,000. PATEK Philippe Grand Complication 5271P. First spotted in a photo of Drake with his son. This is one of the more sophisticated watches in his collection. This is a manually wound watch that can tell day, month, leap year, and day-night cycles. The sleek and modern look comes from that black alligator strap and the gorgeous case, which is made of sapphire crystal and features 58 baguette-cut diamonds around the bezel. Those aren't the only diamonds, as the face of the watch also features another baguette-cut diamond at the 12 o'clock marker. The watch currently retails for nearly $300,000, making it quite the addition to Drake's collection. Rolex 18-karat yellow gold Day-Date 36. Drake's collection certainly does not have a lack of flashy Rolexes. This one is similar to the white gold Day-Date 40, however, it has some glitzier updates. The case and the bracelet use 18-karat yellow gold that perfectly complements the eye-catching turquoise dial. The luxury doesn't stop with the gold though, as this watch also features a bezel and bracelet that are absolutely dripping with top-tier diamonds. This was another watch that Drake was first spotted wearing in the front row of a basketball game, this time as a more high-stakes Raptor game. No matter what, Drake always knows how to make basketball look good. Jacob & Co. Collection 5 Time Zone. Here, we have one of the more unique-looking watches Drake owns, and it's another masterpiece by Jacob & Co. This watch has a ton going on. As you might have been able to guess from the name, it shows 5 different time zones: Paris, Los Angeles, New York, and Tokyo, as well as real-time in the center. Just in the dial, there is a huge mix of gorgeous and expensive materials, including mother-of-pearl and Pompeii diamond. Speaking of diamonds, the bezel is made of stainless steel and features a ring of gorgeous shining diamonds. To top everything off, the watch also has a sapphire band that really cements how luxurious this watch is. Shockingly, despite this being considered one of the most iconic watches in the history of hip-hop, this is one of the cheapest watches in Drake's collection at only $8,000. Custom Richard Mille. What do you buy for the watch lover who has everything? Well, for his own 35th birthday, Drake decided to whip out the big bucks for a one-of-a-kind, completely unique Richard Mille watch. Costing him $5.5 million, Drake showed the watch off on his Instagram, saying he had to do it for the culture. This watch may not seem flashy at first, since it doesn't look like there are many extravagant diamonds or jewels on it. However, the entire watch is actually encased in sapphire crystal. The inner workings of the watch use the very complicated tourbillon movement. That may mean nothing for most of us, but to watch connoisseurs like Drake, that's a huge deal. This watch is another example of Drake investing his money instead of just spending it lavishly. The watch was originally created back in 2019, where it was valued at $2.8 million. In just 2 years, the value of this thing has doubled, and given it's the only one of its kind in existence, that number is just going to keep growing as time goes on. Good luck to anyone trying to buy Drake a birthday present next year. Drake's collection is easily worth $7 million or more just based on the watches we know about. Not only is this an insane flex, but this is an investment that's just going to keep getting better and better for him every year. Many of the watches in this collection are either very limited releases or straight up one of a kind, meaning Drake has had to put in the work and get in contact with high-level people to get a hold of some of these beauties. Drake's passion and dedication to watches really show when you look at this incredible collection, and it's proof that he's one of the best collectors in the game right now. With more luxurious and expensive watches coming out all the time, you can expect to see him flexing some new purchases on his Instagram, and it'll be exciting to see how the collection grows.